often a mystery aspect of any athlete is what's in their kit bag. Well, in today's episode, we're going to talk about what an athlete should have in their kit bag, as well as some other commonly found items. And it all starts right now. Let's go, Shawnee. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Triax Performance Channel. My name is Rob, and I'm joined by my good friend Shawnee. Mate, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, good to be here.
Well, this is probably, I think, one of the first times me and you have done a video like this in person together, haven't we?
Yeah, we did a couple going back to the day you got heat stroke.
Oh, yeah.
We filmed a few videos then, but yeah, it's been a while.
It has, mate, but we're really happy and happy with ourselves actually to bring this video to you. So today's video, Sean, we're going to talk about athlete kit bags and some of the handy items we should have in there, particularly for training and match day, mate.
Yep, that's it. So we've got the big duffel bag here.
Oh,
and
mystery.
Yeah, it's all a mystery. So we're gonna whip it open and see what we got in here.
Now, some of these items are for performance, and some are just to sustain life as well, as you'll see. So, Shawnee, give us the first item, mate.
Well, I think these two come in a bit of a tandem. We've got the pair of Sunnies.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
And some Chewy. So, Rob, I reckon you're pretty familiar with these two.
Yeah, so the Sunnies and the Chewy, so this is basically for any reserves grade player who has made the final, or has finally made the leap to first grade. So generally what happens is, they'll rock up halfway through the twos match, they'll have the duffel as well, the Sunnies on, and the Chewy, so they'll just sort of slide in there, maybe a chino with the club polo as well, just to really emphasise that, hey boys, I'm in the ones today, and you boys are back in the twos. So that's what they're for, Sean. So it's a good start from you, mate.
Yeah, right. A little bit more serious now. We've got the trusty foam roller.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Sean, so the foam roller is a staple, and it is a quality piece of kit that most people have now. So maybe if you want to discuss ideally when to use this, and like before game, after game training, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So anytime before training or a game, good time to whip out the foam roller. Particularly, I know a lot of guys, just anecdotally talking to them, that once they, spend 5 minutes on the roller, different areas of their legs, they feel a lot better. It's almost trying to mimic, I guess, kind of like a massage. So it won't exactly be the same, and you won't spend as much time as you might typically with a massage. But the foam roller, about 5 minutes on the legs, can help you feel a bit better, a bit more loose before training or a game.
Now, will it actually, like we see a lot of guys use this as a bit of a warm-up because they can't be bothered, will it actually fix the amount of beers they had on the weekend, Sean, or?
No, unfortunately. It's not a magic fix or a magic pill for your antics the night before, but can be good. Like, just using the foam roller on its own, it's not going to do anything. It's a good way to start your warm-up, so the rest of your warm-up is feeling good. So get on the foam roller and then you continue on with your warm-up, and then it's a bit of a flow-on effect and everything else will feel a bit better after that.
Beautiful, Sean. That's a good start. So that's one for the serious column, obviously, the foam roller.
Yep.
So what have we got next, mate? It's a pretty deep bag. It's like Mary Poppins' one, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to stick with the warm-up routine, and we've got...
Whoa! Hang on.
We've got a few bands here. So we've got the power band, so the longer band, and then the mini band as well. So I guess this is probably the next stage in your warm-up. Once you've hit the foam roller, loosened out any kinks, grab the mini band, the power band, and that's when you might start to do a few more activation type exercises. Get those muscles waking up a little bit more after you've had your sleep in the morning, and then we'll just continue on with your warm-up. Once you get on the field, start having a kick. If you do all those exercises beforehand, you'll feel a bit better.
Beautiful. So again, this is another training match day one you can have in there. Like, you don't have to take this one out. It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty versatile.
Yeah, they're good. Good investment.
Beautiful. Absolutely. And you can get them from anywhere. Like, we use the Iron Edge ones. They're pretty good quality as well, but they're pretty accessible and easy to get nowadays. So no excuses not to have them in your kit bag, Shawnee.
Yeah, and we're going to go a little bit of in a different direction now. We've got the deep heat. Now, again, a lot of guys will, you walk into any local club rooms and that's the only thing you'll be able to smell. You just get it straight up the nostrils, absolutely. The deep heat.
Yeah.
Look, can it be beneficial? Yes, but definitely should not be taking place of the rest of your warm up. So I don't know, Rob. Have you had any experiences?
Oh mate,
with DP?
I absolutely love the smell of deep heat, but I'm sort of in the same boat with Sean. It's probably one that is last on the priority list, I'd suggest, for your warm up and preparation. But I dare say it's local footy clubs particularly run on deep heat, so you can't forget that, I'd say, mate. Absolutely. All right, mate. There's a lot of stuff in
Yeah,
here.
there's a few things to go through.
This
This is
this?
the McDonald's rubbish from the night before. Perhaps we'll just pop that one aside. I don't know how that got in there.
How did that, mate? Who's that? You have a few frappes, haven't you?
Yeah,
before the drive-through on the way to the game.
Through the cafe. This is a very interesting tool. The massage gun. We'll turn it on here,
Oh, here we go.
and it gets going there. It's look, they're becoming all the rage lately, the massage guns, and I'm not convinced that they're worth the hype. They are. There is a pretty steep financial component to them. I think they go for about $100.
Yeah.
And for me personally, like, they're good. I think they do a good job, but if they're gonna do, like, comparing them to a foam roller, I don't know that the difference is going to be all that different.
Yep.
Particularly when you're paying a lot more money for a massage gun than you are
Yeah,
a foam roller.
That's it, isn't it? And so that's basically just an upgrade or a more expensive version of the foam roller, isn't it? For all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
But obviously you'll see the rise. This is particularly an Instagram favourite, I'd suggest, with this one. So it takes off, and as you can see there, I just turned it on. I don't even know how I did that. But as Sean said, start with this one. This one will get you the same effects as this, but this one's probably just a bit of an upgrade, I'd suggest.
Yeah. I guess the massage gun, it can be a little bit beneficial, I guess, more in your recovery. So if you, I don't know if anyone has out there, jumped on the foam roller after a game of footy or something like that, and it's not very fun, I wouldn't advocate doing that. But the massage gun, you can set the intensity that the massage gun works at, and you can sort of alter it and become a little bit more comfortable, I guess, with the massage gun. So that one's more, it's not an essential by any means. It's up to you whether you feel like forking out the money for it first and foremost, and then whether you actually think it's beneficial as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good synopsis there, Shawnee boy.
Thanks, mate. Oh, geez, this is an interesting one, particularly if you have woken up a bit late, maybe you didn't have time for a shower, or you got a bit sweaty after the warm-up. The Lynx Africa. That's made its way in there.
That's the old shower in a can, Sean. That's what they say. Yeah, that's a staple as well. You can probably put that one alongside the deep heat of the two fragrances you'd smell most in the club rooms, but maybe one that you should consider having in there, of course. It's a rite of passage almost for local clubs.
Yeah, I reckon these two probably go in a bit of a tandem as well.
Yeah.
We've got the Hydrolyte tablets and the Panadol. So look, I personally would hope that you don't need these morning of the game. I would hope that your preparation's been a little bit better, but as we all know, some people, look, regardless of, we are taking a little bit of a joke with the Panadol, but I guess some people do take them whether they've had the best night's sleep beforehand anyway, with a few little niggles and whatnot, just to help them get through. The Hydrolyte, maybe save that for after the game, but hopefully not before the game.
Because that's the problem, isn't it, Shawnee, is that you think, well, like this does have a place during a game as well, particularly if you haven't had enough water, but obviously unfortunately there's a bit of emphasis on this before the game.
Yeah, which we don't want.
Yeah, which we don't want, but yeah, there is, in all seriousness, this stuff is good for hydration and stuff like that if you need it during a game as well, but hopefully it's during the game and not before to get yourself up and ready.
I guess more on the hydration front.
Yeah.
The Gatorade, and similar story. During the game and after the game, not beforehand.
Yes, absolutely. And if you rock up with one of these in your hand, with the sunnies on as well, that's probably a dead giveaway that there maybe been some disco antics the night before. So make sure that you rock up and you are well hydrated, of course.
All right, we're just about done here, Rob.
Yeah, just things left.
Just a couple of items, which I think both of these will go hand in hand as well. So we've pretty much moved, I guess, from before a game or before training and moving to afterwards. And in terms of your recovery, we've got a protein shaker and a protein bar, which are very good. I reckon, I don't know about you, Rob, but having a few, like a little stash of protein bars in your bag can be good, particularly like before training. If you've been at work all day and you've haven't had a chance to eat, maybe that can be a good little snack. They're not too heavy, not going to sit in your guts, but it's like nutrition wise, it's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that Sean hit the nail on the head there, particularly with palatability. Like after a game, sometimes you don't want to have something heavy or light or whatever it might be. And so these definitely do the job. And then obviously the protein shake as well. So similar to what Sean said, it's a good sort of meal replacement if you can't be bothered eating, or as Sean said, you're coming straight from work or whatever. So there's definitely some good applications for them, but also don't be too reliant on them as well. I'd suggest don't have them all the time if you're not actually training or whatever or whatnot. So still be selective, but they do help you out when you're on the go most of the day, or you need something before or after training and the match day as well.
Yeah, it's not going to replace a meal. It's more of a last resort if you're a little bit unprepared or caught for time or something like that.
Yeah. So is that it, Shawnee? Is that all that's left in the bag, or what else?
We got one more thing. So still with the recovery, we've got the compression shorts. Are these yours, Rob? They look a bit like the tidy whities. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, I've had them for a while, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, the compression shorts, they're good. Look, some guys will wear them during a game.
Yeah.
I think from what I've heard from speaking to different people, they like them during the game because they actually feel a difference with or without. But I think post game they're a good option, particularly either you've got these are the shorts, but if you've got like the long ones, like the long pant ones,
tights,
chucking them on after a game and just wearing them, under your pants at the club function or going home, when you're sitting on the couch, they can be good just to help with that recovery.
Absolutely, and so these working well again for like beach sessions after the day after games or whatever it might be as well. So there's always a place and they're pretty easy to slip on. The effects of them scientifically, like some people have shown anecdotal benefits and stuff like that. But I think like with recovery based stuff, Sean, if it makes you feel good, you should continue to do it, because that's obviously going to be the best indicator of whether you feel it has an impact or not.
Yeah, recovery is much of a mental game as it is a physical game sometimes, and if your mindset is good and you're feeling good in your mind, then I think that's just as important as the physical side of things sometimes as well.
Beautiful. Mate, well, that's it. That's all.
Yeah,
There's nothing else to do.
No, the bag's empty. That's it.
There we go. Well, mate, you've been outstanding today, so thanks very much, mate. It's been great to have you in person. But that's basically it from us from the Trikes Performance channel. Sorry, Damo got stuck. I think he was busy at work, or his boss wouldn't let him off, so unfortunately we couldn't get him here today. But thank you very much for tuning in. If you got any value out of today's video, then consider liking, subscribing, and doing all the good things. So we appreciate it. Good training. Good luck in your games coming up in this season, and we'll see you next time. That was actually alright.
That's good.
Beautiful, Sean. Is that it? Is there anything else in there, or that's the lot?
Where's the compression shorts, mate?
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Yeah. We can cut that out.
Yeah. Oh, well, mate.